It was a hard-fought game, and I think I'm proud of our effort. I'm not proud of our execution. I think there are so many. We didn't capitalize on the 19 turnovers that we were able to force. We did a pretty good job of taking care of the basketball, but we didn't always execute to get the best shot we could. They out-rebounded us, and when you're not shooting the ball well, you've got to go get the board. And I didn't think that late in the game, I thought we crashed the board exceptionally hard, but we didn't always have that intensity to go get a second look. But you have to compliment Central. They played really well tonight. They shot the ball exceptionally well tonight. It did hurt that Nama was in foul trouble and sat as long as she did, but we couldn't afford to foul her out too early in the game. And, we're going to have to be better offensively. I think that, unfortunately, we went cold for a very long time, and against a team that shoots the ball as well as they did, you just can't afford that. And we kept putting them at the free throw line at crucial times. So we're going to get better from it, and this is the first game. It's a long season. We have a great opportunity in front of us to go down and play a conference rival, and we've got to regroup from this quickly. Yes, it hurt, but, it's one game. And it's a very good game because Central's going to beat a lot of people this year.
I think I know what your answer is going to be, but is there any sense of maybe they were looking ahead to the BG game?
No. If you ask my team all week, they were not looking ahead. I can guarantee you that. But even though BG is a great rivalry game, this Central game is just as much because it's in our division. And our kids were very focused on this game. There was not a kid that looked ahead.
With their athleticism and length, did they remind you of all of the Eastern team that gave you guys trouble last year?
They're much bigger than Eastern. Much bigger. I mean, you look at their point. I mean, they're probably in some positions a foot taller than what Eastern was last year. They're a big, long, lanky team, and that's why they're able to switch on a lot of stuff. They're athletic enough that it doesn't hurt them when they do switch. But we have to do a better job of capitalizing and executing in our offense to take advantage of the switches, and we didn't do that. At times we draw 2 or 3, and we didn't pass it fast enough to take advantage of the double. If we can pass faster, if we can make reads quicker, we can take advantage of that and hit a shot. But we didn't, and that's on me. I've got to do a better job working with our team on it so that we are better by the next time we face them.
Tricia, I know you don't need anything extra for BG. I would think, though, the 0-2 there, I mean, obviously creates a sense of urgency there going into that second game. You don't want to be dropping that up there.
Well, regardless, it's interesting. We had a great test out of the gate with our team, to face arguably 2 of the better teams in our league, and it's what we've been dealt. We have to live with it. It is what it is. But, I don't think we can put too much stock in it and be too afraid of being 0-2. We have to be more excited about playing this game. And it's not going to enter our mind in that regard. I think the best thing is let's just be better next time we play. And that's been our mindset all year, whether we've won or we lost. So I really have been so proud of this team of how they responded to things. I mean, they could have folded when Nama got in foul trouble, and they didn't. They fought tooth and nail. And so, shots fall tonight, it's a different story. They didn't. But you got to compliment Central. They did a really nice job taking away some of the things that we normally score out of.
Can you talk about the matchup problems that Bradford creates?
Well, especially when she's shooting the 3, because she drives so well. And, if she's able to get a smaller guard on her, she can shoot right over the top of you, and she can push you down through the lane and go score. But what's tough is she was shooting the 3 so well tonight that, you got to get out on her. Now she's going to have some drives. But our team could have done a lot better job of getting a hand in her face and maybe even not letting her have the ball in crucial times. But, again, if we just step up on the other end, you don't notice it as much. But they do. They have a nice team. But, you look at Bradford's mismatch, and I think Enma had a lot of great mismatches too. She did it. I mean, she scored a lot because we were able to post her up and create some opportunities because she's physical and strong as well.
You put Angela on Bradford a lot of the game, it seemed like. Is that just a height mismatch there?
What we were doing a lot was switching. So sometimes they were setting it up where she was the person they were switching off on. So it wasn't necessarily the fact that we put her on her, she was switching off onto her. And so, she got that matchup. But, again, our kids play as hard as they could. And we got to play smarter.
You gave up a lot more points than the season average. Do you think that was more of them or more of you?
Little both. Little both. They shot, they hit 8 threes, and they shot really well from the three-point line, or from the free throw line. We didn't get to the free throw line enough. I thought we were hesitant. I thought there were opportunities where we could have driven and got to the free throw line, and we were afraid. Not just timid on our drives, where I haven't seen us be that way. We've got to be a little bit more aggressive, not afraid of contact when we drive. And I think if we do that, we get to the free throw line a lot more than what we did tonight. But, when our kids see that on film, we're going to get better. And sometimes film's your best teacher.
Janelle, ankle, what?
She turned her ankle pretty good, and to me, when I watched her play in the second half, she wasn't as moving as well as we needed her to guard them, so we ended up going with Steph. And I got to compliment Steph. I thought Steph gave us great minutes tonight. She's a long, lanky, athletic kid that we need to get more time, because she's part of our future. And the more we get her some confidence, I'm excited to see what she's going to become. I thought she played really well tonight.
Anything else? All right.